Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn mod. This is episode 48 of the Burundi playthrough. We have recently captured South Africa. We're aiming to combine all this territory into the Burundi Union. We're going to aim for Madagascar so that we can kind of generate an enclosed space for us to have shipyards. It's a lot easier to defend because you'll be able to repair off close to this and have multiple launch points. And I'll be able to put airfields out here and do naval scouting and such. So that'll be way better. The other option is take over this whole section, which I need to do for the steel and do the same thing, but it's limited in capability because I'd have to take these islands from Europe. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna let it start playing. I want to go over the ledger just for people. They can get an idea where everyone is economically. So 147 trillion GDP for the United States of Europe, which is double the next closest, and then we're fourth, coming up behind China and the United States. It was a crazy amount of debt. What is that? Looks like they have $122 trillion in debt with an interest rate of 15%. Well, I mean, that may be actually like accurate. That could be where we're going. It's insane. Look at China just killing it over there. Stockpiling 11 billion, but they're losing money every week. I think we probably have far more in foreign investments than that. Right? Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, no, if you just look around, you'd be able to tell just based on this kind of how everyone's doing. Things to work on. We have 3, 2, and 3 going with power plants, our power. We're at 75% over what we need. Rail lines might be coming up. Is it all looking? It's like it's set. We just need to develop them. Like, we don't have a central northern hub. That is what I've noticed as far as our current setup. So let me put that down. This is our capital. Our central line. And we can go here. Expand it around that lake, maybe? One way around the lake or another? I think we need to go more northwest than we normally would. So we'll start this. Start this going up like that. And then we'll follow that later on. Okay, so tactical vest. Probably good. I'm actually going to get some tank upgrades going. I think that'll help us immensely. We are working on South Africa's, so come back. What can we build? Air bases. For sure. That'll help. Definitely want radar. That's something we can't lack. Strategic. We just finished those up. The naval bases. I do want coastal forts the whole way around. Ironic we just got a hole as I designed that one, but deal with that later. Something like that. Then I'm gonna move this up. It's all going up. Alright. We are to the modern attack subs. Really need to get other ship types that I need. Specifically cruisers, frigates. Trying to think if there's anything else I'd want. Probably not. Got another veteran agent. Really need... Actually, that's kind of annoying. Where is... Yeah, am I gonna be able to get enough? Hold up, let me drop the speed while that loads. Let's spread all these out. Rubber, Indonesia. We said a couple. I actually need rare metals. Technology metals. Is something we usually sell. South Africa has 70. So that helps me a lot whenever I do get them annexed. But it doesn't cover the full gap. I basically need everything everyone has. And then I'm not going to trade a full factory for one. So I can make some of our production. We just got an upgrade. All this 2033. It's January 1st or so, 11th. So that's hilarious. All this the sea snake class back. submarine. Unfortunately, we do not have the engine model, model we'd want. All right, let's do it. Not bad, not bad. We need more steel. I'm just not seeing it. I think we're just gonna have to trade at 0. Take what we can get. All right. Nigeria. Anyone guaranteeing them? It really doesn't matter what they have. Yes, it does. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, they're 3rd gen air superiority, so we will be able to take them out. That's so many. This is gonna be rough. We have to take them out, though. Look at the steel. The light metals. They're very wealthy resource-wise. We need political power to make that move. Scramjets. Okay. Makes us a major power still. We also have 5th gen strategic bombers frame. That's good. I'm gonna start moving over to naval research. So I want frigates. I really need to start carrier research earlier. Yeah, production costs could help immensely with the resources. Yeah, that makes this much more viable. I may drop these to 3. Not feeling like I need that many. Yep. Gonna set that. So that's in like 3 or 4 years or something. So we'll have that coming up. I think Chad be much quicker, right? Maybe not. Maybe that's because I have those war goals on these. Now that I think about it, that's probably it. Here, and we're gonna encircle them. Same with this one. Yep. I don't think that's worthwhile. There's no permanent bonuses that I see. The only thing I want is this research reduction. Yeah, does for time frames are not what I want. Just want permanent bonuses. %50 reductions on these long researches is going to be nice. Yeah, so let's start on these. I'm going to leave this division fortifying this area here. These are going to be Marine units. Gonna be infantry. What is this? Convert an agro-industrial complex. I need the political power. I can't take that. Then I want another infantry. Alright, so this is probably the most modern army we have is the 9th Army. I'm gonna work on... I think I'm gonna work on templates right now. Yeah. So let's look at the Rangers real quick. See what I can get. They're size 21 right now. Boost defense at all? By 10. Lowers everything else by almost 10. Attack chopper boosts everything except org. This is better. I want that. Is this not better? Hold up. Is this... It actually lowers everything. That's insane. Okay. Didn't think that'd be the case. This gives... way more soft attack. But the self-propelled battery is giving... crazy... Can't tell what that number is. Is that 304 breakthrough? Breakthrough of 90 versus... It's gotta be 304. Give more defense. This gives more defense. Kind of like, what do I want the special forces units for? Do I want them to break through on mountains, or do I want them to defend areas? I'm kind of thinking I want them to defend areas, which would be the regular self-propelled artillery. And then... oh man. Getting an anti-air battery with them would be so nice. For anti-air. The attack chopper. Just look at the... oh my god, the stats. They go very hard. Health goes up. Almost 500 at soft attack. Could do rocket artillery too. I could do that. Put a rocket and a regular range. That's the choice. That 500 soft attack. But a good attack chopper. That gives movement in the mountains. What does a rocket do? It doesn't look like it does anything. It's a 24 width though. I'd have to remove one guy. I can remove one unit, drop the manpower requirement, give it better stats overall, more armor, more breakthrough, more defense, reduce the special forces requirement. And keep it at 21 combat width. I think that goes hard. I don't think I can add like an artillery or anything that's just gonna widen it. So we're gonna make this 2033 Rangers. That should lower my cost so I can have more marine units and such. Okay, let's check our field infantry. We are gonna add... no, I think we'll keep the recon and everything how that is. We're just gonna change the unit to a rocket artillery. Yeah, I want these to have like crazy soft power. Attack with defense. We're going to change that. Actually, I may give them both artillery sections. This adds for 0. Then I can pull off a man. Increase everything except the piercing with reduced unit cost. Go 2033 field infantry. This literally just boosts movement speed. I think I'm gonna add self-propelled. Well, let's check the rocket versus that. Rocket's better. Puts it at 20. So my tank division absolutely got steamrolled. Okay. I definitely want to attack helicopter, not the headquarters. Desert. Where is desert? Yeah, even more desert bonuses. All this 2033 cavalry. 700 breakthrough isn't crazy, but it'll work. I think that'll be higher. When we get better attack choppers, that should be better. Yeah, like this thing is what I would expect. I don't think this is... Just lower the speed. Is more piercing. Barely any better. Lowers organization but boosts breakthrough a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sold on any of those. I think that's gonna stay. All right. Which one? Oh. I can't take that. Well, anyway, I think that'll be the end of the episode. Thanks for watching.